Hey guys, it's Mr. Thibodeau. Let's go ahead and jump into lesson 69. Nice. And we got our mental math, we got our problem solving, and we have our new concept. So scientific notation. Scientific notation is really a way for you to be able to look at something obviously or quickly and be able to realize how big or how small it is. Okay, what I mean by that is when we're talking about really, really small things, we might do 0.0000000081, okay, millimeters, okay, or something. Now, when you're going that small, that's really hard to know exactly how small that is. Okay, I can't just count up how many zeros that is at a glance. I could count it up for 8 zeros. Okay, so 8 zeros and 10 digits away from the decimal point. Okay, I could do that, but that still takes time. And so what we do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to do 8.1 times 10 to the negative 9. Okay. And the reason why negative 9 is, well, that 1 is 10 digits away. We're going to place the decimal point here, so it starts with a positive number. And the negative is going to move it to the left. Okay? Negative exponents to move the decimal to the left. Positive exponents move the decimal to the right, okay? Because negative is going to make it much smaller, okay? Now, this is specific for the scientific notation, which is times 10 to the negative 9. And what we really mean by this is if we're saying 8.1 times 10 to the negative 9, what it really is we are timesing this by 1 over, so you got 10, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it should be 9. And this tiny, tiny number is what we're going to multiply 8.1 by. And that's going to make it really, really small. Okay. And when we do that, it moves the decimal over here. Now, the other thing that we can do is what they show you here, right? I'm still going to use my same number of 8.1 times 10 to the positive 9. Okay, what that does is this is a really, really large number. So if we were talking about miles to the sun, actually, let me pull it up. If I look up how many miles to the sun, 81.6 million miles. Okay. Now, million is actually not too bad. So 91.6 million. Okay. That's pretty easy. When we're talking about, here, perfect, mass. Scientific notation. Great job. Here, when we're talking about kilograms, the 1.989 times 10 to the 30th. Okay. We use million, billion, trillion. Trillion's about the easiest number that we use that's easy to do, okay? Technically, there's a Google, too, that I think everyone knows, though I don't know if you know that Google is actually a number. It's a really, really crazy big number. It's scientific notation to the million. It's 10 to the million, okay? In any case, Gotcha. And then, so 1.989 times 10 to the 30 kilograms, okay? Instead of trying to write down 1989 and then 27 zeros after it, right? Because it moves over 3 and then the rest are all zeros, so 27 zeros. We use something nice and easy, okay? Now, when we're talking about this with our math, we don't say 81 and then however many zeros after. We say 8.1 and however many, and then however big it is. And the reason for that is if it ends with a 9, that helps us know how big this total number is, as opposed to, which I think is what, 7, it's what, 81 million, I think, or 810 million. Anyway, yeah, 810 million. So instead of trying to say 810 million, it's helpful to have this, because if I said 81 times 10 to the 8th, right, these are technically the same number. But when I look at 9, 10 to the power of 9, I need to immediately know that's 100 million. It's easier. I don't want to have anything else to do. I just need to know that 10 to the power of 9 is 100 million. And 10 to the power of 8 should be 10 million. But in this case, it's not, because I did the scientific notation wrong. Okay? So we really want to make sure that we are doing the scientific notation the same, so that you can really quickly figure out how big or how small something is. Now, that was probably more information than you really need. This is a pretty simple assignment. I don't think you'll have much difficulty with it. I'm going to go ahead and have you do, don't want that. We'll go ahead, we'll change it up. We'll do 2 through 30. Yeah, we'll do 2 through 30 even, okay? Remember, when we're trying to figure out this as a decimal point, you'll have to do, this should be pretty easy. You know 1/4 as a decimal. Should be off the top of your head. Yeah, I think you guys can do this. All right. So 2 through 30 even. If you get stuck, let me know. More than happy to help. Yeah, where are we at?